Hey everyone, Shakarez or Killbot here, and welcome to the second episode of Road to Challenger in the Twisted Tree line. And today I'm playing Karma. I'm with my usual team, as always, and this is changing for some reason. Oh, back to me. There we go. And yeah, today we're playing against the jungle meta, actually, which was really interesting. Usually in this elo, you'll kind of see a mix between jungle and support meta. It's definitely something I don't like to play against. I much rather prefer to play against the support meta because it's a 1v1 bot lane. And when you're playing the jungle meta, you can't really push the bot lane as the jungler can come and gank you and kill you. So I'm playing Karma versus Yasuo, which is pretty bad for me because I wasn't really paying attention, and I thought that it would be like Yasuo top and Ahri bottom. So as you can see, I have no MR. I have 18 MR, and right here, Yasuo just goes on me. He gets level 2 first, and he's just chunking me so hard, and I just flashed there, which was the good decision. I mean, he could have ignited. Ignite there was... okay, it was 92 damage. It wouldn't be enough, but he could have just hit me once more and ignited me, and I would have died. Oh, and right there... actually, let me go back to this. So after I almost die here, I told my teammate he was low with the pings in chat because we're actually not in voice chat here. And he flashes, but Dandelion with the good Zenith Blade catches him. So back to me. Oh, I also should put Fog of War in red. So I'm laning versus Yasuo. It's Ahri solo top, and then it's Wukong jungle. So this is kind of annoying for us that they're playing the Yasuo in the bottom lane and the Ahri on the top lane, because what happens here is we can't really do anything this game. Basically, top lane doesn't have any kill potential because Ahri is ranged and can farm safely. So what Dandelion and SLB are going to do is they're going to try to push the wave as much as they can, so they can actually come to bot lane and roam to their jungle, take their jungle camps, and roam to bot lane to possibly kill Yasuo, because they can't really do much in that lane. And they also really fucked up a lot early because Wukong, I don't know, he didn't appear much, and with Yasuo pressuring bot lane, it was an easy 2v2 on top lane with Ahri and Wukong versus Leona and Trundle. And the support meta in the early 2v2s really suffers. The thing about the support meta, I've explained it already. Oh, right here we have like a small fight. We fought for the altar, we got it. Double altar is pretty good. Not that good early, but it's still good to have for the extra gold. Yeah, basically what happened was they kind of done goofed because they could have forced a 2v2. The support meta is going to be weaker, and right here I die. Nothing important, I got ganked, but SLB does come in. They knew that Yasuo didn't have flash, so it would be an easy kill, although he has infinite dashes to minions, so he could have ran there if it wasn't for the flash by Trundle. But yeah, the support meta... basically, if you're playing jungle meta against the support meta, you should really try with the jungler to force the 2v2 top lane and fight, because you're going to be stronger. The support isn't really going to do any damage, and you have 2 damage dealers. So if you focus down the damage dealer, the support is going to die. Especially in this case, because when Dandelion or any other high-low Twisted Tree line support player plays support, they don't usually run flash, so if they're caught, they don't really have an escape, right? So it's really dangerous. Right there, I'm just scouting the map, and right here I'm doing, well, right here I'm not doing a mistake, but you'll notice in other parts of the video where I'm way too pushed, I shouldn't be in lane, and what I should be doing instead would be, I should be doing wraiths whenever my lane is pushed. So right here, just getting back to farm, 44 to 41, pretty good, I'd say. And I get my double Dorans. I want to get my Seeker's Arm Guard. And this is actually something I wanted to mention that's really nice, in my opinion. Basically, there isn't any Zodians or Rabadons in 3v3, right? Oh, and right here, Wukong comes out of nowhere. Yep, you just got bursted, son. Anyways, there's no Rabadons or Zhonya's in this map. There's this item called Wooglit's Witch Cap. Now, Wooglit's is basically, I don't know if you guys played in Season 1, but there was this item called Zhonya's Ring, which basically had the passive of Zhonya's, the active of Zhonya's, and the passive of Rabadon's of increasing ability power. Basically, that's what Wooglit's does. So, almost every AP, I'd say probably all the APs, the solo lane mages, actually go for this. So right here, we had one dead, and they decided to fight the 2v2. I was farming. I didn't want to go. I pinged them back, but they wanted to go. So this was clearly miscommunication, and this is what happens when you're not in voice chat for a rank 3v3. So Ari there lived with 13 HP. I checked. Unfortunate, so I die again. I'm 0-2. Game did not start well for us. We are ahead in gold, but that's mainly because of the farming and the altar capturing, but not a good start for us at all. And overall, we have to be really careful with Yasuo's kill potential, because if he gets the combo off with Wukong, they immediately win a team fight, even if they're behind in gold. So you'll see that my objective this game is to try and not get caught by Yasuo ult. So right here, he fails, and this is our mistake. We're really clumped up here. Wukong ults out of nowhere and ults both me and Yasuo. I had to run. I died. SLB does kill Ari, and then basically Leona dies. And unfortunately, Trundle could 1v1 either one of these. But what happens is they both run. Yasuo runs really low HP and goes in for the kill. So that was unfortunate again. Right now we're kind of even in gold, but this was pretty unfortunate. And this was basically because I got caught by the Yasuo ultimate, which cannot happen. Sure, if they catch Trundle and Leona in the Yasuo ultimate, it's not even that bad because they're going to be two tanky targets. I'm the squishy target though, so if I get caught, it's going to be a problem. So right there I get caught, unfortunate. Right here I'm trying to scout, trying to see where they are. And we decide to go for the kill on Yasuo, I believe. Yeah, right here they can't really go top lane again because Ari is ranged, so she can just freeze the lane. So they just go in. I'm just finishing farming here. And perfect Leona ultimate sets up for my Mantra Q. I hit my Mantra Q, and it's a pretty easy kill on Yasuo. So Yasuo not doing too well either. I'm 0-3 though, I can't really talk. So right here, we're just trying to get the turret back, and try to get some map advantage so we can control the jungle better and possibly control the two altars better. And by this stage of the game, getting the two altars, if you manage to, is something that really helps. And it's something that will really put you ahead, because by this point in the game, 10% AD and 10% AP really help. So I'm going back here, gonna buy my Morello. I don't really want to go for Seekers yet, and right here I'm waiting in base for boots. And undo function was disabled this game, so it was pretty unfortunate. I made a lot of mistakes where I wanted to buy boots and I couldn't undo them, so this is why my boots were so delayed. But it wasn't so much of a problem because of Karma's shield, but I definitely should have gone for earlier boots. But yeah, playing versus the jungle meta is something you have to be really careful. Whenever your lane is pushed, go back, go do Wraiths. Wraiths are pretty easy for a mid laner, solo lane mage to do, so don't be scared in doing those. Right here we have a fight. Wukong gets absolutely chunked there because he was ulted by Trundle, and then I Q'd him. Yasuo goes in, but notice how he never ulted me. And basically right there, I got to do free damage on him, and Trundle as well, and we just delete him. And our focus on these fights is going to be basically to remove Yasuo from the game, and remove him from the team fights ASAP, so we can fight the other two targets. You can also notice we have double exhaust. I decided against bringing heal this game, because we have two potential targets to be exhausted, Yasuo and Ari, and exhaust really helps on both of those because they do a lot of burst damage. So if you can reduce that damage by 50%, it's still 50%, we're still on patch 4.12 here, it really helps. So right there, I just go to farm top. I'm still at 0 kills. I'm really bad at this game. Pushing my own lane. And my objective is going to be to get Wooglets ASAP. I actually think I used the stasis once or twice. I don't get to use it much because then my positioning got better. And then after that, you'll notice that they don't really focus on buying magic resistance. So don't go for a void staff if they're not building magic resistance, because you're building an inefficient item that costs a lot of gold. On the other hand, an item like Haunting Guys only costs 1,485 and is really a strong item. So right there, Wukong ults. For some reason, Yasuo didn't ult, and then he goes, he just runs past me, and basically he just gets RQ'd and W'd. Trundle does die. He did get a lot of burst damage. He got bursted pretty hard. And right here, our support is still alive, but she still does a lot of damage, though. Leona is one of those champions that does damage. And this game I actually learned that if you use your skills on a Wukong clone, your mantra cooldown will go down, which is pretty funny. So right here, chasing Ahri, have to be scared. I'm waiting for my R, so I use RW and then Q her. I used RW because it's a safer way of doing damage, and it's a non-skill shot, and it's also going to heal me. So if by any chance she would turn on me and try to kill me, the heal would keep me safe, right? So pretty good fight for us. Could have been better. I didn't get into the fight in time, so that was unfortunate. And I'm going to get my Wooglets, and after that I want to get my Haunting Guys, because you'll notice that they're not building MR. I also wanted to mention my runes and masteries. Masteries, I'm running 2109, despite 2190 being the common mastery page for mages here, because you have extra mana regen. Oh, and sorry, I have to go back here. Sorry about that, guys. I go 2109, and I'll talk about my runes in a second after this team fight. So right here, I speed up Trundle. He gets a perfect pillar and then a perfect solar flare because of it. He ults Yasuo, and Yasuo just gets bursted from that. Wukong lands a pretty good ultimate, but Yasuo can't go in. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm just waiting for him. I just W and RQ him, and he's dead. And now Wukong's almost dead. We go for Wukong. SLB was tanking the turret here. Pretty grave mistake. I didn't have my shield up there, so unfortunately he is going to die here. I mistimed my Q, but the second burst of the Q actually kills Ahri. So we get the ace, and right now we're getting ahead. And this is what the support comp excels at. By mid game, you'll have those 2 damage dealers that will be stronger than the 3 damage dealers, basically because they got all the farm. You'll notice that Trundle has 80 more farm than Ahri, 100 more farm than Wukong, and I have 30 more farm than Yasuo. So if you sum up Ahri's and Wukong's farm, you'll see that it's pretty much the same as Leona's and Trundle's farm, but Trundle with a 200 CS lets him be at the point where he is now, with 2 lifesteal items, with Blade of the Rune King and Ravenous Hydra, and then he's almost completed his, I think he's going Grand Wind, so he's not going for the Sunfire. So right here, easy fight. We just remove Yasuo, and right here, when you're playing against Yasuo's Wind Wall, remember to try and have him bait it out before you use anything. So right here, I'm not going to Q him, or else he'll try to block it. I'm just going to W him, and then Leona ults. Easy Q on him. The synergy is gone. Wukong can't do anything with Ahri now. And beautiful RQ here. Hits both of them. And we kill Ahri shortly after with Trundle. And Wukong survives. We back off a bit, but we do want to get this turret. And overall, now that we're ahead, we're going to be able to control the map much more, especially when we get this turret down. So right here we almost kill... Yeah, we almost kill Wukong. Yasuo Wind Wall just blocks it in time. And this is the lack of communication that happened because we were in voice chat. Trundle was focusing the inhib, which was good, but we should have backed here. Right now we should have backed, let Trundle die. We decided to stay. I have a pretty bad decision here. My positioning was trash. I didn't really use my W effectively, and then I missed my Q. So I could have definitely killed Ahri here if I had used my kit correctly. And then she, right here, she flash Qs me. So they get the ace. But it's not really meaningful, simply because we already have the inhib. And with the inhib, we're going to be able to control the altars once they are available. And now that we have control over the bot side of the map, we want to force Vile Maw. However, again, this is a limitation of the support comp. When you're playing the support comp against the jungle comp, you're naturally not going to have the same control over Vile Maw as the enemy team. So basically, you'll see us trying to do Vile Maw, but whenever we get caught doing Vile Maw, we don't stay, because we can get outsmited because we don't have a smite in the first place. So we're going to try to bait Vile Maw because we know we're ahead, and then try to fight them outside of Vile Maw whenever we can. So right here, push top lane, bot lane's getting pushed, and we go for Vile Maw. The call is made. Yasuo's bot lane, so he's going to take time to get here. And Vile Maw is really low. We don't want to risk it. Perfect Leona engaged on Wukong. Basically, I'm just using my W here to reduce the cooldown on my mantra. And good ultimate by Wukong, but Yasuo has a bad timing and only ults Trundle because Trundle was knocked up before. And the fight breaks out. Leona goes down first, which is pretty much what we want. The support is supposed to be the one that goes down first. I missed my Q there. Trundle does finish off Wukong. We're both really healthy. We're the carries in this team. He blocks my Q. Annoying. And I use my R-E to chase. Really good Q. And really good flash auto by Trundle to kill Yasuo. So, and again, a 2-for-1. And the support died. Pretty much the champion who is supposed to die. Right here, Ahri, for some reason, didn't go through top lane, where she was safest. And she got basically caught by both of us in each end. So yeah, she gets killed. And yeah, right here we're going to fight to finish this game before Wukong comes up. Wukong does come up, but he's not going to be able to stop us. I'm shielding Trundle so he can have space. And yeah, we're gonna finish the game right here. GG to us. Pretty well played. I had a pretty shaky early game. But yeah, I wanted to show my mistakes as well, and what you guys shouldn't do when playing against the jungle composition. So don't push the lane too much, you'll get ganked. And if you push the lane, go and do your raves. Don't stay in lane. You can roam top, you can roam to a brush to try to get vision, you can try to see where the jungler is at, but don't stay in lane, so push near to their turret, because you're just asking for a gank. If you're playing the support meta in this case, and in this case, since the top laner was the ranged one and could freeze the lane, if you're the support and bruiser, what you have to do is you have to roam down and help your solo laner, try to grab some kills and snowball from there. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the Rift or in the tree line. Shakarez signing out.